So I'm currently at VRS in Northampton, and for those that don't know, I'm planning to build an E46 M3 Touring. And behind me here I've got an E46 M3 Coupe, and next to it I've got an E46 325i Touring. And the plan is to basically get everything off of that car, put it on that car and make an M3 Touring. So in today's video I'm going to be telling you the plans for that project. Right, here they are then, 2003 E46 M3. I bought that car recently from a car auction. It's done 150,000 miles. It's carbon black, Kiwi interior. It's very worn, but yeah, it's a high mileage car. Great donor car for this project. It's obviously a coupe. They only made E46 M3s as a coupe, and I've always had a bug to build a touring one. So just before Christmas I went and bought this car from a car dealership in, can't bloody remember where, it's gone, Coventry I think. It's a 325i, obviously a 6-cylinder engine. It's an M Sport car, not that that really matters because the car's going to get stripped and then we're going to plan to build it up as an M3 Touring. So the plan, I suppose the plan, that's what this video is about. Something else, sorry, that we need to talk about is the engine. So the engine's going to come out of this car. Get that bonnet up, can we get it up? Yes we can. Yeah. The engine, so S54 3.2 straight 6 naturally aspirated engine. That engine's going to come out of that car and VRS are going to fully rebuild it. It's going to be forged so it can cope with a bit more power. We're going to stick a huge turbo on it. I say I'm not doing anything. VRS is going to be doing the whole mechanical side of this build, and that's then going to go in that car. But before it can go in that car, we need to take the front end off of this car. Let's get the bonnet back down. We need to take the whole front end off of that car. It don't fit that car, so it's all got to be engineered to fit that car. That's a job and a half, but there'll be videos on that as well. The rear quarters, so this whole rear quarter, obviously we want to keep these wide arches because that is a massive bit of character, huge part of an M3. They've got to come off of this, so we're going to cut the whole rear quarters off. The rear bumper's got to come off as well because it's got quad exhaust, and they're going to go onto that. So the whole rear end of that car is going to come off of that and go onto here, obviously creating that fat wide rear end. All right, interior, it's got to have an M3 interior, so we're going to have the seats out of that car. We've got a company on board doing the trimming, the retrim for these seats, Trim House in Northampton, shout out to them. These seats are going to come out. Whole interior, everything's going to be M3 everything. We're going to get the steering wheel retrimmed. Everything's going to be absolutely pucker. Again, all of this is going to happen in videos, and it's all going to go inside this car. This is actually quite a nice car, to be fair. If I'll quickly show you in here. Carbon dash, carbon finish dash, should I say. Quite a nice car, but the end result will be, this will be a 2004 E46 M3 turbocharged Touring. I've got a power figure in mind that we sort of hope to achieve. I'm not going to mention that now, but it's going to be an absolutely savage car. So right now I'm at VRS in Northampton and the cars are here now. The project will begin, but whilst I'm here I think I'm going to pop inside and go and get Will to see if he can fill you in on any bits. So let's go and find Will. Will, we've done a lot of filming today, haven't we?
It's so cold, mate.
It's so cold, man. It is so cold. So the touring project.
Yes.
You're excited for this? This is something that we kind of had a chat about 6 months ago, didn't we? And we thought, this has got to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait. It's going to be really good.
It's going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be good. Well, I hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
So the plan, my plan.
What's your plan?
is to take the engine and box out of the Touring initially, so that the engine bay's clean, so that can be painted when the body shop does the conversion to M3 body.
Yeah.
Then obviously at the same time I'll take all the running gear off the M3, bits that we're going to use on the Touring, get them blasted and powder coated so it looks like new. Go through all the brakes, see what we're going to use, see what we're going to upgrade. Bushes the same as well.
A lot's going to need upgrading, isn't it?
It is, but some stuff will be okay, some stuff won't. So, and then before anything do anything else, we're going to strip the engine from the M3, see what damage is inside it, if any, because it has a little knocking noise that we know about.
A little bit of knock on the bottom.
Let's find that problem, and then hopefully it'll be a part we're not going to use, so like a bearing or a pin or something like that. So, and then just check condition of the block, and then get that acid dipped ready for
rebuilding.
Yeah. So obviously we're going to do rods, pistons, fully balance the bottom end, including the clutch, the flywheel. The whole bottom end's going to be balanced.
Blimey.
The cylinder head will be ported. We use the stock valves. I think so. Unless they need replacing, we'll find out. We'll check the guides, do all the normal stuff, and
And then what about like fitting a turbo? Like, is it a straightforward? Obviously, for me, this is all completely
so
new.
we need a real nice exhaust manifold. That's really important to put a good exhaust manifold, because this is going to be a road car. We don't want a cheap ass manifold that's going to crack or break. So we need to make sure we get something that's tonka tough, so that you can drive the car every day and not end up with a fractured manifold or something like that. Of course. Then the intake manifold. There's lots of different ones available, so we'll find something that's suitable, that looks nice and that works well, and then intercooler and rad pack and stuff. We've already got a radiator.
I was going to say, we've already got a few bits.
Yeah, we've got a rad, so we're going to put a front mount cooler on it, obviously, and then should be good. Should be good.
So immediately, what we're going to do, get the engine internals ordered. What's your plan?
Yeah, I mean, my plan is really to get the engine internals ordered and the manifold ordered.
Yeah.
And then turbo.
Yeah.
And then
build the engine.
Just build it all up. I know it's going to fit, so then build it all up, ready for insertion into the car, basically. And we'll rebuild the box as well.
I was going to say, the gearbox, is that going to be done as well?
Yeah, we'll pull it apart and have a look, make sure it's all alright, and then we'll get some sort of clutch and flywheel attached to it as well. We've got to get the clutch and flywheel, everything first, so that we can balance the bottom end of the engine. So I've got to check the condition of the front pulley, things like that, so that we have to have all that, so it can be balanced, rotated,
so
balanced.
It's fit for it.
Yes.
Cool.
And then all the pistons will be weighed and matched. All the rods will be weighed and balanced end to end. That's how we build an engine.
Obviously, like for me, this is all
many
new,
people build the engines that way. It's just you do it right.
Standard.
And that's it. So
it's going to be.
And then we'll change some bolts, put some tougher bolts on it, on the engine, to hold it all together, and that's it. And then I think we're probably going to run a Motec engine management system. That's the plan. Just depends how deep your pockets are.
Yeah, mate, I'm skinny. I don't know what you're saying. Got about a tenner to my name at the minute.
So we'll see what that brings, and then hopefully we'll run the Motec with either the original loom, or we'll make a custom loom. I don't know yet.
Okay.
So we'll see.
That's obviously a massive part of it as well, isn't it? Linking it all.
That's the difference between this car driving nice and not.
Really?
I believe, yeah.
That's vital, isn't it?
And there's so much cool stuff we can do with the Motec, which will be really exciting for you.
Mate, you're selling it to me, man.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, you'll really like that. So, and then we'll get maybe get Dave Rowe from EPS Motorsport involved in that. He's pretty cool. You've probably seen him.
Yeah, Dave Sound. I see him all the time. Yeah,
so he's always doing cool stuff, and he's really good, and his mapping is the best.
Really,
I think so. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And then we need to do the interior, don't we? So
interior, I just mentioned briefly about your mate at Trim House. So he's up for
Sean. So he's up for doing that. So I think he'd be he's a good lad. So and he'd be the best man for the job. Yeah, he's close to us here. So
and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Convenience, because otherwise things that are sort of going to be inconvenient and cost us time.
Yeah, we don't want somewhere that's miles and miles and miles away. We want to keep everything sort of not in house, but
as local
not too
as possible.
Far away.
Yeah, definitely get the ball rolling and keep it rolling.
Then we just need to do wheels, tyres, and I don't know.
All the final bits. All them bits are going to all add up as well, aren't they? But it's going to be a special car, isn't it? When it's done, it's going to be a proper special thing. So
yeah, I mean, it's going to be mega
big power. It's going to.
I mean, it'd be great just in the coupe, but in the Touring, it's going to be even better, isn't it?
Well, the plan was to do a coupe, wasn't it? And then I thought, do you know what?
Well, you sent me that picture, and I was like, mate, we've got to do that.
We've got to do this, haven't we? So
yeah,
man.
I'm well up for that.
Sorted. Well, we'll leave that for that, and then I'll end the video with you lot in a sec, alright? So there you go then, that's pretty much it. I've been dying to get like a video up just explaining what the process is going to be and what the plans are, and let you know that it is all happening, it's all underway. Getting the cars bought and getting them here was a bit of a task. I wanted to find the right, obviously the right estate car, that's important, and obviously finding the right M3 to break. And this ultimately, this car is going to be, might not be scrapped, it might, someone might need it as a donor for something, I don't know, but I didn't want to break a M3 that was too good. So this car, high mileage, proper ropey, it's got a little knock on the bottom end, obviously you see that when I collected the car from the auction that day, and it's the perfect donor car for the job. So what the plan is, what the plan from now is, I'm going to leave these cars here, of course. Will's going to begin stripping both cars. Body work, like there's a lot of engineering and metal work to go into like the body side of things, on as in taking this stuff off of this car and putting them onto that car. A lot involved with that, but like I say, I'll get as much of it filmed as I possibly can, because it's going to be an exciting project. It's going to be something new. There is M3 Tourings out there, but there isn't anything that's well documented on YouTube. There's definitely nothing in this country. I've seen bits in sort of other countries in other languages, but this is going to be very unique content. For me, like, what I think is going to be exciting about this build is obviously the end product's going to be amazing, but the journey of it's going to be quality as well. I'm going to film as much as I can along the way. I want to film the engine build. This is all new for me. Like, I've never done a project to this extent in my life before, so it's going to be exciting, man. I'm going to film the engine build, film the body work, film the interior getting done as much as I can. So it's going to be exciting. If you're new to my channel, man, like I do have a few little projects on the go. Got to hit subscribe. This is obviously my biggest project. There's a lot of energy, time, money and efforts going into this project, so definitely hit the subscribe button. Today it's been quite a big day for me. I filmed 3 videos, so if you obviously follow me on a regular, you'll know that the last 3 videos I've been wearing the same clothes. That's not because I wear the same clothes all the time, it's because I filmed 3 videos in one day today. I've collected my RS6, which is parked out the front. I'm going to drive home in that now for the first time ever, and that's now meth injected, 820 bhp. It's a savage car, but the RS6 was kind of holding up the queue. Now that's done, 330D touring project can start. We've got that as well on the go, the E46. This project can begin, and I've got some ideas for my M6 as well. So yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button. And if you like the idea of this project, if you like the idea of what I'm doing, if you like this video, whatever, just hit the bloody like button, because that does me a favour. And if you're on Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary. I'll put a link to VRS in the description below if anyone wants to get any bits done. The whole team here, they're proper good bunch of lads, so if you need any little bits doing, based in Northampton, definitely highly recommend them, alright? So yeah, man, I'm done. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, it's the video that I know so many of you have been waiting for. It's the first drive of my 820 bhp meth injected Audi RS6. That video is going to be live on Sunday at 6 o'clock. I'll see you then.